podcast. Beautiful people, we have Bedor from Nedor Decor. Super excited to have her here. Nedor Decor. Do you remember when I called you and I was like, Nedor? Because, yes, her name is Bedor, but I call her Nedor. Nedor, what are you doing? The 27th, what are you doing? And she was like, nothing. What do you want? Are you okay? I was like, I'm shooting a podcast and I want you to be on it. And you're like, what? Yeah, I'm down.
I'm so down.
I'm so down.
I put on a new blazer for you.
I love it.
Just for you.
So beautiful. I love it.
Sleep. Just for you.
Nice. All right, let's get right into it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm so ready.
Who is Nedor Decor? The woman behind the amazing Instagram feed, the beautiful balloons, the events, everything. No, I'm serious. I swear to you. Like, who is Nedor Decor?
It's
me.
me.
It's you. What makes you Nedor Decor?
What makes me Nedor Decor? This is a tough one. How it started is me and my girl, like one of my best friends, which is not here anymore. She's in Turkey.
Okay.
We were like, hey, we should just start a business for interior designing.
Okay.
We're so good at it. Might as well.
Right,
and then I was like, sure, what are we going to name it? I had no idea. My husband actually came up with the name.
Oh, cute.
He said, why don't you just put Bedor and Nedor together? And we decided to do Nedor and Bedor together, and it came out Nedor. And I'm like, Decor.
Love it.
So that's how it came with the name. I stuck with it because it was just now something bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
Obviously, it didn't work out with the interior designing, so I was like, I'll do Decor, okay?
Okay.
And that's how it started. I just kept the name. She obviously moved to Turkey, and I was just, like, rolling with it. And I remember when I first started at, like, 20 followers, and I was like, man, I'm the ish. I got 20 followers.
I remember every time I would post, like, because, you know, typically when you post, like, I don't know, 10K or, like, 15K or 12K, like, every K, right?
Yeah.
It's, like, 12K. You know, obviously, everybody posts, and it's, like, super grateful. I remember when we first started talking, you were like, oh, my God, you hit 10K. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait till I make it. If I ever make it. And I was like, girl, duh, you're going to make it. I'm like, people are sleeping on you, but watch, Nedor, watch.
I know. I remember you saying that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then I remember, like, one of my first assistants, she was like, Bedor,
one of her first assistants.
Well, thank God, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nedor Decor.
I remember her, she was like, Bedor, you're going to make it to 1K, 1,000 followers real soon. I was like, you wish. Can you believe? Yes.
I can believe.
I made it to 1K
Remember
followers.
I told you to do your photo shoot for 50K? And
yes,
you were
you
like,
did.
no, it's going to take me like a month to get to 50K. And I was like, yeah, you'll hit it by the end of the month.
That's
and what
crazy.
Happened?
I hit it.
You hit it by the end of the month.
I still didn't do a photo shoot.
Don't worry. We'll make that happen.
One day.
But you are so amazing. I don't think you realize the inspiration that you are for people. Really.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I don't. And I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. It keeps me humble. It keeps me where I'm at. And I'm just like, it's not that serious, guys. I'm not that serious.
It is. You are that serious.
But they are always gassing me up the way you're gassing me up.
No, I'm not gassing you up. Nedor.
I know.
So,
I love you.
If you know, because everybody knows Paper and Fringe, but if you know Stephanie, right? I don't throw compliments around everywhere.
I know you, Stephanie.
You are the real deal.
You my neighbor.
You've always been the real deal. Right?
I remember the time when I first spoke to you, and I was like, "Hey, do you have this color balloon?" And you were like, "Yeah, I do." I'm like, "Where do you live? I'll pick it up."
Staten Island.
5 minutes away from my
house. Oh my God, you live in Staten Island. I'm like, yes.
Yo, I swear to God, I thought this was like the best thing. Like, I had a balloon
person,
balloon person right next door to me, and I was like, nah, she's gonna be my best friend.
And then you came over. The kids came over to play,
and that's how we did it.
And that's how we've been rocking. Nedor Decor. Love it.
High five.
High five. All right, so I wanted to ask you, has your religion impacted you on this balloon journey or decor journey or this journey of just having your own business? Has that Has that had any impact? Positive, negative, whatever.
I can say that my religion has not been, hasn't been, in the way of anything, I could say. Not really like in the way of anything. I could still do what I want to do in terms of working and stuff like that. There's no restrictions on that. Ain't nothing wrong with working as a Muslim woman.
Right.
The probably the negative side is, we're next to certain things that we shouldn't be next to or near, or like parties,
right?
Like drinks,
right?
Can't be around people who are drinking like that,
right?
There's nothing wrong with being like near them or around them
or setting up for them.
Yeah, or setting up for them. It's not like we're doing it with them,
Right.
There's boundaries. I remember taking on a client. Well, I didn't fully take her on. It was like a potential client, and we did have to meet up for a site visit. It was like a really fancy restaurant, and I didn't know like where she was from, nothing like that. Obviously, I don't care.
Right.
As long as you're going to pay for the job and pay for my service, I don't care where you're from.
Right.
I'm here to serve you. I'm here to do a job, and that's it. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing. Doesn't matter how I speak. Doesn't matter how I speak.
But right.
But in general, your my religion, language,
right.
Religion. She had asked me a question, and I felt I felt like it was an insult. She asked me, "Does this stay on?" She was talking about my headscarf. I was a little confused. I was like, "Does what stay on?" And she was like, "This." Like, she pointed at my scarf. And I was like, "Oh, my hijab? Does it stay on?" "Yeah, I take a shower with it all the time. It just stays on all the time."
Right.
And then she's just like, "Oh, okay, I don't know, because I wanted everyone to dress in the attire that, I was going for. I wanted a black outfit." Like, she was just talking about a black suit and stuff like that. Obviously, I was like, if you want, I'll wear a black suit with the hijab. Like, I understand we're going to be catering at this event. We're going to be here, but this doesn't come off. And she was like, "Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that."
Did she end up hiring you?
She didn't. She didn't hire me.
Okay. And how did that make you feel?
I felt really upset.
Right.
Like, it really...
As you should.
And I wasn't even, when you're saying, "Oh, Nedor Decor, Nedor..." No, I wasn't there at where I wanted to be. I had just started, and I was getting great customers, finally, willing to pay for the price of what the price was and the service. And I'm just like, I felt really hurt. But I was like, whatever.
Well, I'm sorry that you... I think I ask you this because I know that there's a lot of things that go on in our industry, right? That we don't really talk about because, for example, we all have good days and bad days, right? We all have great clients, and then clients that make us feel so good and so happy and proud of our work, and then we have the other clients that are like, "Oh, great, thanks. This is cute," or whatever, right? And nobody really talks about that. Nobody talks about what we go through as creators. We are human. We have
feelings.
We have values and beliefs, and our art is how it's our art.
How we express ourselves.
It's how we express ourselves. It's our creativity. Is what we kind of live.
What we bring
to
the
hustle,
table.
And it's like, damn, like, out of all of this that you saw and my portfolio on Instagram or everything that I've done in my work,
it's not enough.
That's your concern if this is gonna stay on or come off.
Mm-hmm.
So
very strange.
Very strange.
Yeah.
But you here, girl.
She still follows me.
Hey. That's she. Nedor Decor. Hey. Nedor Decor. All right. Well, how do you interpret social media? So, do you see it as a community or as a competition?
Community. And the reason why I say community is because we cannot succeed if there is competition.
Right.
If I need you,
Agreed.
Steffi, if I need you, will you come and help me?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because you're my girl.
So we built a community.
But not everybody builds that.
And that's okay. They can go ask themselves.
Right. And so the reason why I ask you that is because I wholeheartedly am with you. In a social media is a lot of things, and social media is used for a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. But with that sense of community also comes that sense of competition that we don't ask for, right? So a lot of people, and I'm talking for myself, a lot of people have, you know, spoken about me behind my back. Oh, her balloons are not even all that, and I hope she's charging this, and I hope this, and I hope that, and it's like, yo, but I thought we were friends. Like, I thought we had a common ground, and we follow each other, and we go through the same struggles. Like, our fingers bleed, and we're hustling. And then it's a little hurtful.
It's messed up.
It's messed up. It's a little hurtful because it's like we all start somewhere. We're not perfect. My art is not perfect. I learn every day.
We're still learning.
We're still learning. If I see Nedor with a custom cut, yo, Nedor, that color was it, girl. What is it? Right? If Nedor needs one of my colors or whatever, yo, this is what I did. Oh, but I don't have the blush in Qualitex. Yo, so use Jamar or whatever, or use Tough Text or use whatever. That's, I feel, what it's supposed to be.
So that could be it. All right, which is great. That's how some of us should be. Like, but not all of us are like that, which is totally fine.
It is.
You gotta just figure out who your close friends are,
keep going,
and who your enemies are. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't even see it as enemies though, because I feel like
the people who think you're the competition,
right?
All right, we don't know who they are. They will secretly be your friend.
Agreed.
But whatever.
Yeah, I see it as we are all hustling for the same goal.
We're trying to make money.
We're trying to make money. We're trying to create. We're trying to better our situation financially or whatever the case. We're trying to better our skills. Like, I don't get offended when somebody tells me, oh my God, I love your balloons and I want to do it. It's like, yo, do it. Do it, please. That's why I started teaching classes, because it's like, I am not a master at this. I'm a master at how I do my balloons, right? I'm a master at what I do. And if I could genuinely help somebody do that, I will. So as much as, it is a community, I think that it's also important to share that with that community comes unwanted competition.
I agree. And I don't give a damn. Like, I could give a damn.
He's like, I don't care.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, people are competitive with one another, but it's like, really, it's not that serious.
It's not.
Or, like, some people hit me up, like, did you see her work? It looks just like yours. I'll be like, all right, she's gotten inspired. Oh, but she didn't tag you. All right, I don't give a damn. I don't care.
Right.
Because I'm here to better myself. I don't care what everybody else is doing.
What keeps you going?
Money. Straight up. The money comes in, it will keep me going. And to be honest, the reason why it keeps me going is because I'm able to get where I want to be. And that in terms of creativity. Like, you're giving me the freedom to be as creative as I want. When you have restrictions on that, that just messes me up. I don't even want the money.
Right, because it's like, how am I going to work? How am I going to translate what I have in my mind when I'm so limited?
Exactly. Like,
right?
I love what I do, obviously. I love the money, obviously. But give me some time to be creative, because that's what you're hiring me for.
Right.
You're hiring me to slay for you, and that's what I want to do.
And where does your inspiration come from? What inspires you? Like, what gets you going? I know the money, right? The money is like, or an unlimited budget or a good budget. But once you have that good budget, where do those colors come from? Where does that fringe and all this production that we see, where does that come from?
When people give me, like, a certain theme, I'm just like, hell, I can't do that. Like, what am I going to do for that? But I want to think out of the box, right? And me challenging myself to think out of my, out of the box and out of my comfort zone, that's what gets me going. Like, what? Did you just think of that? You know, and sometimes I go on Pinterest and I get inspired, and I go on people's pages. People's pages, I get inspired by them too.
Like color waves and stuff.
But then sometimes, like the colors, I literally get inspired from like a pillow, a rug.
I remember we were talking about an event. I think it was the one with the train. With like the pink, the oranges and the blues and stuff. And it was like, where did you get inspired? Like, where did that come from? You're like, bro, a cookie.
A cookie.
And I was like, oh, okay, a cookie. All right.
A cookie.
That's
hot. The client didn't know what she wanted for the theme. So she was like, pick a theme and pick the colors and pick what you want to do. First, that's hard to do because I don't know if they're going to like it.
Right.
And second, I'm just like, what am I going to do? Let me just do something that I would want to do for myself or like for my son or whatever. And I saw a cookie and I was like, this is it. This is the cookie. I like the cookie.
So, top 3 favorite event planners. Go.
Okay, so I really like the aesthetics of Style MH. Okay. Style by MH, I think that's how you say it. And then I really like Macy's work.
Okay.
And I love Johanni's work.
Okay. Okay.
So those are top 3.
Top 3. Okay. Now, top 3 balloon artists.
Here we go.
And don't bullshit either. You don't have to say me, so don't worry.
No.
Okay.
I love what's her name? Raquel. You know Raquel?
Raquel.
Balloonique.
Yes, I know Raquel.
Okay. That's one. I like Moments by Mick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I love her.
And I like Paper and Fringe.
No.
I do.
No.
I do.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. All right.
Stop that right now.
Okay, so what do you want people to know about you? What do you want their takeaway to be from this interview?
I keep it real 100%. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. If I think it's tacky, I'm going to tell you it's tacky. If you throw something at me that you want me to do, I will tell you I won't do it just because it doesn't fit my aesthetics or it doesn't fit my style, and I won't bring myself down to that level. And that's okay. If we're not on the same page, then I'm just probably not the one for you. And although I said, I love the money, again, it's not all about the money. It's all about my work. If I can be as creative that I can, then I will be that person. And if there's limitations on it, then it's going to have to be a pass. Because at the end of the day, you hired me to do a specific job, which is event planning, styling. Even though I do balloons, okay, great. That's like a bonus right there. Right. But in terms of styling, you hired me to do it, so let me do my job. If you're going to micromanage me, then it's just going to suck for me as a person. Right. You're going to put my self-esteem real low, thinking that I can't do the job that I was, asked to do. And that whole creative freedom is serious. Yeah. And if you tell me to do something, it's probably going to look like crap.
So they got to let it flow, baby.
Just let it go, because I'm going to feel so restricted that I don't even know, what to do. Like, here you go. Here's the inspo picture you gave me. Whatever.
Here's what you want. So now, what is Bedor's legacy? So like in the grand scheme of things, where do you see Nedor Decor, and what is your overall legacy? What is the top of the mountain for you?
That I was always there when you needed me. Bedor was always there when I needed her. And if I wasn't there, then I was probably busy.
You're probably busy. Yeah. But you are always there. I will say that, for me, at least.
I'm there for people.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and I just want people to understand that that's what I'm trying to build, a community. I'm not trying to build competition. I can't compete with you. I'm trying to compete with myself. I look at my work to see how I can get better. And that's it.
Door Decor, baby.
Paper
I love you.
fringe. I love
Thank
you
you
too.
for being here. Thank you for being so real.
I got you.
I love you.
Anytime.
Yes.
When's the next one?